Perhaps welcome. Hey, how's everybody doing? You know, when you're not feeling good and then when you are feeling good, there's a difference between the two. There is definitely a mental anguish that is between the two. That's really funny. My phone, it's 11:15. I can't believe it. My computer says 10:15. Right? Little T. Half a spade. Half a spade. Right? Looks pregnant. Little birdie underneath. Claw little chick underneath. Do you know what the continuation of this is? What is the continuation? Should it be a duplicate like this? Is it a duck? You know what it is. I'm thinking. What if I put two together, would I have T up here? I don't know. Okay. I am going to show you, I'm going to try and see if I can explain this, that this is twisted. If it takes a certain period of time to get from this point here to this point here in the air, and this is twisted, they will give you a flight zone that'll take that period of time. Every piece and part of that area space, okay, is flat at that point in period of time. I like to call it cubonic. But instead of actually making it round, they made it Ripley. Ripley's, believe it or not, like that, almost like a Bellman Park round, right? Bellman Park round. But then you would have to dip the nose, so you twist it. And then the round becomes a 180-degree round, so it's sort of round, but it's not really round because the oceans are under the ground. The belly is round. The back is flat. Are we walking on Father's back? If we are walking on Father's back, then Mother's belly is feeding us. She's raining down on us. What is above is below. Therefore, if we walk on the back, that means the belly is in the sky. Just thinking. Okay, so let's go. Here is a cycle in a baseball. And I will note that I fooled around for 3 minutes. When you take a baseball, and you hold it like you were on the cross right over here, in this area over here, in the one position. Why is it the one position? This is area 5, because you have that 0 over there and that 0 over here, and this is the center of two areas. I like to call this, if I was looking at it, I can give it any number, right? What would you do? Would you give it, what would you, hold on a second. I'm trying to hold the ball straight. Over here, I would have to give it 9 markings. The reason for the 9 markings is because I would mark 1, 2, 3 on the cross over here, right? 1 up here, 1 over here, 1 down here. I put 1 over here and 1 over here, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 there. Whoop. There's 9 here. And there's 9 here. That's 27, except I'm not sure yet that when this one over here, this area over here, of these over here, okay, if I would mark squarely this ball, I like to know where those marks would come out. But if I take it and understand it, the 3 down here belong to the same 3 over here. So instead of having 999, you have 969. 999 is 27. 9, 6 is 15, and 9 is 24. 24 and 27. Remember that. 24 and 27. 24 outs and 27 outs. And that is the top of the ninth. The home team is coming up to bat. They're leading, and the game is over. 51 is the marking. So then the same thing for this one. 3, 6, and this part over here belongs to this area over here. The only thing this one has is this one marking over here, and the other one ends up on this side. But we'll go 3 over here. So it only has 3, so it goes 9, 3, 9. 39, 3 by 13, the Angels. 31 by 3, 93. We run into the rat sky of Saturn. So we have 9 and 9 is 18 and 3. And the thing about that, another 18 and 3, 21, to where the hen will lay an egg for 6 days and won't lay on the 7th day, to where God decided to rest on the 7th day, to where in hockey there are 6 players on the ice, but the coach stays on the bench, or to the 6 players on the ice to the 60 minutes of the game, if you want to look at it that way also, in 3 different periods of 20 minutes, but I don't want to look at it that way. I don't even want to talk about it. What I wanted to actually say is there's 6 players on the ice and 1 is the goalie. So it's 1 through 5 and then 1 who stays back in the nets. Yes, you have to remember that. And another thing we have to remember is if we play a 5-minute overtime in hockey or a 20-minute, we get a full 20-minute overtime. So now we have to know that when I speak about the number 80, in French it is expressed as 4 times 20. So when you're saying 4 times 20, in hockey, we don't have the game of 4 times 20. That would put you into OT. 4 times 20 equals 280. 3 times 20 equals 260. That is a game of 3 periods. Now it is a game of 3 periods, of 3 moons, of 4 cubes, of 84 days. Man cycle 169 moons. 13 times 13 equals 169. B and H. B and F. B and F. In the cubic house. Day and night divided. 16 hours today, 8 hours tonight. Call this 2/3 to 16. Call this 1/3 to 8. Know what that 147 know that, and this is divided by 3. We have to know what our numbers do. Man has a bar mitzvah at the age of 13. Over those 13 years, 169 moons plus 1 pass. Q. The reality to set in for that is also 14 times 14 equals to 196 relative to 169 relative to 28. What is relative to 26? What is known that in baseball, okay, you want to talk about the roster, or let's add in a new one and we'll put a rooster out there. The moon goes down, the sun comes up, rooster gets rooster gets the red head and the yellow feet. Yellow equals to 92, red equals to 27. For me it is true that the good Lord spoke to Moses and said, And if the good Lord spoke to anybody that's name is Moses, it wouldn't make a difference. All we have to know is the story. You can't hide the story no matter how it came out. And if it was some sort of biblical, we must understand what it really means biblical. If this is some sort of a game and the certain class are playing some kind of higher check game, then we are playing a lower check game. And our lower check game is to give that time for the better understanding amongst the people, to be good unto your neighbors, to be the security for your neighbors. The neighbor is your security. As to respect your neighbor unto as you would respect yourself universally, knowing that there is chaos and destruction within nature, knowing how to blend in and work with, and knowing what it means. My business is my business. And some thinking is an unfinished thought. Therefore, it's nobody's business because you haven't finished thinking of that thought. And that thought is private because you must balance all thoughts. So all thoughts must have polarity to have the full spectrum for the better understanding and logical and rational, to be able to rationalize through whatever, wherever you are. So we're going to go back to the baseball again. And with the baseball, if you take a look, 1 center area, 2, 3, and boom, the 4th area, you're in the next ball. And then boom, 1, 2, 3, and boom, you're on the next side. So we're going to, what we're going to do now is we're going to take the ball, and, we're going to keep the ball this way, right? And no, we're going to turn the ball this way. And watch. 1 area, 1 area, 1 area, 1 area. So we're breaking the stitches on every single one. On every single one we break the stitch. Yet on this one controlling, we have 3/4 of the ball, okay, the C, before we break a stitch. 1 area. So we break 2 stitches. But if I turn it, let me see if I turn it this way. I turn it and I break a stitch on every single turn. Very interesting. That's the ball. Now I'm going to go into the number 17. The number 17 is over here, is DC Earth. DC Earth Heart Jack Q. And this is the gate. G8A. If you want to look at it as Gab. The multiplication and addition is 7 and 8. It'll create G and H. Okay, G and H. The H is the 8th letter. What is the 8th letter on a cube? What happens in a cube on the 8th letter? I don't see so good, but it's 1 dot with 8 surrounding that 1 dot. It is either the holder, it is the passage, but that 1 dot is 50. And all around that dot is Earth. And what is 50? 50 is the holder of the 1 pass. Mars. Accept it. Mars. AMRS. I'm in your arms. Fidelity. I'm in your arms. Here is Mars. Here is what most people refer to as Jesus Christ, the number of Jesus Christ. It is also the rotation of the sun of what is 69 of 11. 69 of 65. 69 of 65 is, this is EF and this is FI. What happens is when you come into the birth, you're in rotation over here through number 5. Inside a 9 is 5. So this is more or less a connection to Jupiter, a connection to the male and female. The female moon connects to the male moon. Okay, and then it processes. There's 3 areas in one of my designs has to be discussed. So anyways, the DNA into the house planet. This is the third world
I don't know how to really explain this. This will turn into number 23. It'll go to 53 or 35, which is your BCE connection underneath the ground somehow, underneath this world. See, it's the E world heavens connect. See the one spirit? This is one complete area on a cube. Every side of this cube has nine possible areas for dots. So the one that coincides with this number 8 is this one over here. Number 9 means all of them. Number 9 is everything. Okay, in fact, number 9, the reality in 9 on a cube is 6 and 3, which comes from 41. So here's your 41 over here. So what are we going to connect in the A, B? This is B. This is standard. This is standard over here. Let me get some more light. This is standard over here. So this is 3, right? Let me do the vibration. Should we count this one as 1, 2, 3? Here it gets the mirror. This is where we divide the house through NADNA. This is through that minion, through that 10 world, the angel world. The 10 world comes in over here. And here we have 58. You see here number 58, 58 and 85. What's going to happen over here? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the E world matrix, Rubik's cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this is the freedoms pass into matrix and Rubik's cube. It's going to create 53. This is going to create what is the rotation. This is the heavens of the E world. The E world holds on to the spirit of 6. See this one dot, right? We're not actually in this world. And boom, the 90-degree or L angle to the 4 is the 6. You see it can't get in. See the way these two dots and these two dots come together? See that design it creates in there? I'm not really sure what it does. I'm going to be honest. I just know it does something. I've done something with it before. I do not remember what it is. So here we're into Saturn. Valentine, the moon comes in. This is the beta world. This is Valentine because the word Valentine is 102. Valentine plus 1, which could be the card, is Mercury, what's in your heart. The 10 world. This is the D world, A, B, C, D, when time heaven came to be. Time heaven. T, H, T, H. Time heaven came in. CH, 3 and 8, creation of the heavens. All you have to do, right, in this dot here is put a line here and a line here. Now you created more than one area space. Now you have below, now you have above. When you use up these two areas here, this is what we will call day. When you use up this area over here, that is what I will call night. Night is 3 numbers. Day is 6 numbers. There are 4 parts, okay, to totality of your 360 degrees, in which, since it's broken up to 2 and 3, we are now going to have to break this up into 2 and 3, or put this into 3/4. Everything runs around 3/4 DC. The cube shows the smallest gap with the same distance as 3 and 4, making that a 0.5 meeting place, or Freedom 55, which is created from 1676 55. But it's only a branch. It's only a branch. So we've shown what this is. So how do I break this up into the day and the night? I have to think about this. Give me a second. Yeah, well, so what I wanted to do by this design is, and I know there's another dimension to this. I know it drops down a little bit, you know. something like that, or it shoots up, something like that. And there's a roadway, and then there's another roadway down here. And what's happening is I'm trying to turn what is two parts of what is day of 16 hours and night of 8 hours, which um, I had just mentioned. I forget how exactly I mentioned this. That yes, there's 9 numbers, so that day is 6 numbers and night is 3 numbers. So now what I need to do is I need to break this up into 4s. Okay, so where I can have 4 times 4 and 4 plus 4 equal to this equation. So in order to do that, I have this passage over here. I split the angles up here, giving me 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. And in the 4 areas, they're all equal to their own. Here is the mirror of this. Here is the mirror of this. They're created, if you can take a deeper look and see the number, what can be 7, or what is the angle for number 1, right? Number 1, if you want to look at it, or 7. And then here is the 5 position, 7, 5, 7. So you've broken up into 4 areas, and where here we have 8 and 8, and here we have 4 and 4. To where this part over here would be noon time. So we have before noon, 4 a.m. Should we do it that way? Should we do 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then we go from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. But in this world that we live, there is a half-life intermediate. And I don't know if that works, because there's the human aspect in this. You see, in this aspect, it turns into Pluto, Sun. These are the numbers that go at 48, 84. Pluto, Sun, bicell, ring, pole, right? Here is 4 to a ring, 2 to a pole, and 3 facing. Yeah, 3 facing sides on a cube. There's 6 sides. So then what you have next is what it is because of the human aspect in life in the B world. It's not the A world from here. It's in the B world. Okay, each 4 is now going to be noted as, instead of a 4, it's going to be a 6. So instead of at 84, it's now going to be 86. That is your house planet. That's who we are. We are part of the house planet. We are our own individuals. So we're going to go on to where we get the cycle, the fox, the game, where we get Jupiter, the cycle. Here we get energy and Jesus. And you know what's funny is that BOBB ORR, right? BOBB ORR. And the B, remember from the calculator? Where's the calculator? You know, should I do the same thing here where the B, okay, I think we're going to have to do it this way. You take up these, just these numbers here. Here's your B letter, okay, and then and in fact, you can't even do that. That would be the whole calculator. That doesn't even work. We're going to have to break this down. Maybe it worked in this scenario, but it's not going to work in this scenario. What we're going to do here, right? It's just like let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. It's just like in baseball. There's 4 balls and 3 strikes, right? But you can't have both of them because you only can have one result. One result. Walk out. Well, it can be a hit, you know, same thing. So here, what you're going to do is this is going to be the B. And then here, that's going to be your B. So it's going to be 2 and 4. So this is into the gateway of 84, 86. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is what is 86. And then on the back side, we can do the same thing. And can we do it up here? We can't do it up here. So up here, all you're going to have is a D and a D, and here you're going to have a B and a B. Unless here you invert it. You put the small b on this side, right over here, and then you put the big B on this side. Maybe we can do it always like that. But anyways, this has to do with number 17, and the fourth area of 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, is into the house planet of NA. And I want to do number 23. It's a big thing today. I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of 23. Curling, very important also. Road tripping ball, cycle of 1. Where am I going? What was I saying? Oh boy, yes, number 23. I wanted to do 23 in the same aspect, but I'm just going to show you 23, 46, 69, 92. Now I forgot to mention, sorry, I forgot to mention something, that when I came here, 68 and 17 is 85. 85 and 17 is 102. When I came to 100, I rewind it to a single digit, and then I start all over again. And the cycle here is on 136. 68, 68 is when the cycle comes in. So it happens after 2 times, and then the fox passed to the game, the cube. So 92, and now we're going to add 23. So this is going to be 25 Earth, and then this is going to be 48, and then I'm just putting them too far apart. Let me get them closer together. Anyway, yeah, I want to do it real quick. I'll get it back in the next video. You know, 69, 92, 25, 48, down to the sun. Imagine, this is a big, big, big word. This comes from Pluto, our creation. 73 between the two. 48, 71. Did I 46, 69, 92, 92, 25, 48, 71, 94. I'm going to go down over here. 94, 27. So I should have, you know what I should have did? I should have started over here. So this is A. This is B. This is C. 27, 50, 73, 96, 29, and this is D. 29, 52, no, 52, yes, 52, 75, now we're on the moon, 98, the high moon, the student Venus, high, the birth, the heaven's birth, 98, and then here is E, and you're at 22, life, ape life. 12, 21, and 11 and 21 equals to 32. Remember that. This equals to 45. This equals to 68. 91, the spirit in the house. And then this one over here is F. And this one will be 24. Wow, the cat's in the house. And this one will be 47. Wow, now we have time. Energy. BOBB Y ORR, Phil Esposito, ESP. So we have 47, then we have 70, then we have 93, and then we have G 26. Oh, and we're down to the doghouse. And then we got 49, 72, 95. We're in Neptune, and then we have G, let me see, G And then we're going to do, hold on a second, G, and then we're going to go here. And then this is H into the heavens. And in the heavens we get 28, and that's the cycle of Pluto in the heavens. Cycle of Pluto and man, beta heaven, BHTH. And it's a BH because it's 13I. 13I. B is number 13. So it's 28, 51. We're now into Mars in H. 51, 74. We now have Jesus. We now have time. We have energy of BOBB Y ORR, Phil Esposito again from F. And then the same thing into H. Same reverse that we get on the cube. Because the opposite of the cubes is 6 and 8. 74. And then we get into 97. And hopefully I didn't make a mistake. And now we fall into 21, blackjack. And then in I it's 21, it's 44 for area space. And it's 67, we're bringing it to the spirit of 76, 23. And then it's 90, that is our birth in rotation. 67, 77, 87, 90, plus 23, which will be J. And 23 would be back to 23 again. And that's your rotation of A. Now there's divisibles. And in the divisibles, we're going to be 1, and there it is. That's the setup. Well, we can do it both ways. Christmas on the moon. Let there be area space. There's a lot more to this, but Raphael, after 32 minutes, is going to take a little bit of a break. All the signs of all creation are right in front of us. I want to thank you for watching. Yes, I'm still in pain. Still in pain from stretching. Still in pain from stretching and slipping. Send me your energy. Whatever day you arrive, send me your energy. We are all one. We are all living. We are living in the sheath of creation. We are all being heard. We are all being heard. So when they say pray, you only need to do it for yourself. Nobody has to know. It's not a show. Praying is not a show. It's an individual understanding and reality. And you don't have to feel obliged to pray. You just have to do it and know why you're doing it. And know that we're fully connected to the altar world. We are the donut on the ring. And no matter which way you go, you always go home. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. How do I know? I read to you the words, the numbers, and the vibration it brings to my heart. And now you're going to ask me the next question. What percentage comes from your heart? And what is this Nairischkeit? Arts and entertainment for your own personal use. Thank you for watching.